holds. In this one, we're just going to break down the seated spine twist. So it's a great exercise, Pilates exercise for that mobility in that thoracic spine area and that upper back and shoulder area. And again, it's just going to try and do it nice and controlled through our breathing. So in our setup, we're just trying to set up nice and tall. So when we're sitting in Pilates, that seated position, our spine should be nice and lengthened. So the chest is nice and tall, cal keeps that spine nice and lengthened and tall. If we're slouching down, usually get the pressure then on the lower back. But if we set up nice and tall, nice and relaxed. Sometimes our hamstrings can be tight, or the flexors can be tight in this position. So if the lengthened leg position is ever too much, you can bend the knees in, or we can crisscross the legs, or legs can be just straight with knees slightly bent, and just trying to be as comfortable as we can in that lengthened spine position. From here then, once we're happy, we take the hands either side of the head. This one here, the hands and the head are locked, so we're not trying to twist the neck. We're just trying to keep everything nice and solid. We're just moving the shoulders and the head and neck together. Nice deep breath in at that midway point. As I exhale, I rotate to that right side as far as I can, to that stretch point in that area. Breathing in on that return, nice and controlled. And as I exhale, I rotate to the other side. So sometimes you'll find one side, you go further than the other, and that could just be a tightness in one side of the upper back or back of the shoulder area. And this exercise here can help identify and help with that flexibility as we work through the stretch side to side. Exhale away, inhale and that return point. Again, we're just trying to go for that long breath out. So it's a nice and slow controlled movement. I'm taking my time working through that long exhale. That inhale as I come back into the recenter point, and that exhale as I rotate to the other side. And inhale to come back in. Key things for this one here is we want to try and force the movement. We want to try and push through it. In that seated position, the weight is still on my two sit bones here, so as I rotate, I'm not lifting or shifting my weight side to side. The weight is nice and centered. I'm just rotating as I lengthen that spine away and come back in. Aim is just try to isolate that upper back area through the stretch. And again, if you're ever really tight in the hip flexors or anything like that there, you can just change the leg position, lengthen them out, or crisscross, or slightly out. It's all about being comfortable in that seated position and keeping the spine nice and lengthened as we work through our controlled movement.